Today, we'll take a look at two innovative treatments, gene therapy and stem cell therapy. While they're both used to treat serious health problems, they work in different ways. Gene therapy is focused on fixing problems in our DNA. DNA is like the blueprint for how our body works. When there's a mistake in this blueprint, it can cause diseases. Gene therapy helps by correcting those mistakes or adding healthy genes to treat conditions like cystic fibrosis or some cancers. On the other hand, stem cell therapy uses special cells called stem cells. These cells can turn into different types of cells, like muscle or skin cells. Stem cells can be used to replace or repair damaged cells in the body. For example, if someone has a damaged organ or tissue, stem cells can help replace the damaged parts and help the body heal. The key difference is that gene therapy fixes genetic issues by changing DNA, while stem cell therapy replaces or repairs damaged cells in the body.
What is your personal opinion on gene therapy and stem cell therapy?
Stem cell therapy or gene therapy is one way to elevate the possibility of curing or preventing diseases. By doing so, we can offer more options for patients for their treatment. And working in medical field, I do support this kind of treatment as it elevates the treatment that we can offer to people.
As a pastor, I view gene therapy and stem cell therapy as potential tools for healing, which is something that aligns with God's desire for us to care for one another. If these therapies can help heal the sick and ease suffering, that's a good thing. However, I believe we must approach them with wisdom, making sure that we honor life and use these tools responsibly.
Do you have any concerns?
Living in a third world country where the poor cannot or does not have the full access to healthcare, the main concern I can think of is the cost to this kind of treatment. Because stem cell therapy is known to be costly as it requires advanced technology. Although it is a good treatment, but majority of the people would not be able to afford this type of treatment due to financial crisis.
Yes, I have concerns, especially about the ethics surrounding the use of stem cells. Some methods like using embryonic stem cells involve the destruction of human embryos. And from a Christian perspective, I believe life begins at conception. There are also concerns about the long-term effects of altering our genes. And I worry about accessibility. Will only the wealthy be able to afford these treatments?
What could be good alternatives?
As a stem cell therapy can be costly and not everyone can afford it, maybe I would recommend having or living healthily as it the best preventive care or measure that we can do. For some, maintenance or regular treatments would do, but if one could afford it, I would recommend or support this treatment if that would improve your treatment.
I think using adult stem cells or induced pluripotent stem cells could be a better alternative because they don't involve destroying embryos. I also believe in the importance of prevention, healthy living, and seeking God's guidance through prayer. Sometimes healing doesn't just come from medicine, but from the way we live our lives and care for each other.
How could these therapies affect your future career or field of work?
As medical worker, it is no doubt that we can benefit from it in many ways, be it with knowledge, practice, or work opportunities. As it is in line with science and technology, it would be a great opportunity for us to practice our skills in different ways.
As a pastor, I would need to guide my congregation through the ethical and spiritual questions raised by these therapies. Many people will likely seek advice on whether or not they should pursue such treatments. It's important to help them make decisions that align with their faith and values, while also being informed about the medical aspects.
How could these therapies affect regular people?
Stem cell therapy is indeed a good type of treatment. But if we are going to talk about the impact on different people, it would be different as well. Financially unstable family would have problem for the cost of treatment. Majority as well would not be able to have access to this type of treatment as it is costly. Although it can be helpful, but they would likely opt to take this therapy.
I think these therapies could be life-changing for people with serious diseases. If used in a responsible and ethical way, they could offer hope to those who feel like there's no other option. However, we must ensure that they are accessible to all, not just the rich. The most important thing is that these therapies should bring healing not only to the body but also to the heart, with compassion and respect for the dignity of each person.